What's going on, everybody? We got some new news regarding a new Eagles coach joining the staff and Carson Wentz stuff by Tim McManus and John Clark. So let's talk about the hiring first. What's the main focus of this video real quick? Hope you're all doing well. Let's get right to it. Florida Gators offensive coordinator Brian Johnson is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback coach. At 33 years old, Johnson will join the staff of new Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni and offensive coordinator Shane Steichen. He spent the last 3 seasons under Dan Mullen at Florida and was promoted from quarterbacks coach to offensive coordinator prior to the 2020 season. He's also served as an offensive coordinator at both Utah and Houston, and he went 26-7 as a starting quarterback and led the team to an undefeated season and a Sugar Bowl championship in 2008. Johnson worked with standout quarterbacks like Dak Prescott at Mississippi State and a couple other names who went on to be Heisman Trophy finalists like Kyle Trask. This will be the first stop for him in the NFL. So this is going to be perhaps one of the best hirings that we're going to hear from the Eagles so far, and maybe for the rest of the offseason. As far as the coaching staff goes, this is a really good hire for the Eagles. And as far as this goes, this really benefits out of all the quarterbacks. It benefits Jalen Hurts because I feel like Jalen Hurts right now is the most solid quarterback as far as he's not going to go anywhere. We know that he doesn't want to be traded. He has no issues with the organization. There's nothing looming over him like with another guy on our roster like, I don't know, Carson Wentz. So, and not to mention, apparently Brad Johnson, he's known Jalen Hurts since he was a 4-year-old kid, according to John Clark, which is pretty interesting. Let me see where it was. New Eagles quarterback coach Brian Johnson has known Jalen Hurts since Jalen was 4 years old and recruited Jalen out of high school. Interesting. Very interesting stuff right here. But, I mean, for the most part, it's been a very positive reaction to this. Brian Westbrook even chimed in and said that he's only heard a lot of good things and that he's happy with this hiring. It's a good deal. It's a good deal, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. Hopefully, if Carson Wentz sticks around, he can help improve him, better him. If not, then we'll see what happens moving forward. But that's another story. Like this one that I want to talk about real quick for the next couple of minutes. I'm not going to take too long with this. Obviously, this is a Brian Johnson video, but you know how I've been doing the last couple of videos. Carson Wentz's name's been name dropped so much that we got to talk about it a little bit. And I like making these longer videos so we can get more stuff to talk about with you guys in the comments. So, according to John Clark, specifically from Tim McManus, Wentz became irritated when the freedom he had with the offense was largely stripped from him as injuries/inefficiency forced the coaches to simplify. His faith in Peterson's play calling was believed to be lost. Now, I can understand where he's coming from with this. I really do. I can understand where Carson Wentz's frustrations are coming from with regard to the injuries and to having to simplify things. I can understand that. But at the same time, Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles had to have his game simplified for a couple of games, including the Falcons postseason game, where we barely won that game, right? You remember that? And he had no issues. Again, this is more of an issue with Carson Wentz, in my opinion, than it is anything else. Because, and again, I don't know what it comes down to as far as him bulking up, becoming less mobile, at least not as mobile as he used to be. I mean, you could see a difference from this year to last year, from 2020 to 2019, and of course from 2020 to 2017, whether it's injuries and the added muscle and weight gain that he's had. I mean, he wasn't the same quarterback. He hasn't been the same quarterback since 2017, maybe a little bit of 2018 in there too, but not a lot. And I guess the last 4 games of 2019, he hasn't been that same quarterback. He wasn't that quarterback at all last year, and clearly it's been a majority of Wentz and his issues with Doug Peterson, and I guess now the organization of Philly, and his own play style, the way that he was going about playing. So, when going through this article, I mean, not a lot of this is stuff that we haven't seen or haven't read about before. You know, like, I mean, some of Wentz's doubts were warranted. There was no, of course, yeah, and like reading through this, it's like there's no disagreeing or no denying that Carson Wentz is in the right when it comes to Doug Peterson's play calling, because his play calling had gone down ever since 2018. After Frank Reich left for Indianapolis and Doug Peterson was play calling primarily by himself with Mike Groh as the head offensive coordinator for God knows what reason, you didn't see the same play calls. You didn't see any creativity. You didn't see the same guy that wrote that book, Fearless, after winning the Super Bowl. You know, I mean, it's just there's a lot of things that go into this. But where Carson Wentz is right now, and where he was last year, of course, as a starter in 2020, I don't know. I really don't. Like I can't disagree with him when it comes down to questioning Doug Peterson and his play calling and what they were doing. But at the same time, you got to understand as well just how limited the Eagles have been the last 2.5 years when it comes down to injuries. It's ridiculous. 2019 was god awful, and we still managed to make a playoff push. 2020 was awful, and it was worse than 2019 when it comes down to injuries. And you had a problem with play calling because you've been throwing in and out these young guys, these young undrafted or drafted people that have either barely played in the NFL or haven't played at all. You know, like it's just you gotta help them out. You gotta make sure that you can trust that they can do what they can do, given what they're able to do at this point. Like, sure, Carson Wentz might have the idea that he can do so much more than what is being given to him, but you gotta take into account the rest of the team. So, I don't know at this point. If Carson Wentz stays, maybe Brian Johnson can help him out. Maybe Nick Sirianni can help him out. Maybe Shane Steichen can help him out. We don't know. We don't know because we don't know what's going to happen to the guy. So he hasn't gone for a trade yet. He hasn't asked for a trade or anything like that. The Eagles are, bringing in Brian Johnson from Florida State or University of Florida. I mean, so we'll see what happens. Let me know how you guys feel about this. There's a lot that just keeps happening. And we just want more answers. We just want to have a clue as to what's going to happen in 2021. And that's all we're talking about here. So let me know how you guys feel about Brian Johnson coming to Philly as the quarterback's coach, and how you feel about Carson Wentz and this new report coming out that he was just irritated with the way things went down with Peterson and play calling and whatnot. Let me know how you guys feel about all that, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.